When you have it, let me know. 3 John, 1st chapter, and the 5th verse. Are we there? Okay, it says 3 John, 1st chapter, and the 1st verse. It's the 1st chapter and the 2nd verse, I'm sorry. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers. So I want to say, this is the only verse I'm going to read is that, but just expound on it just a little bit. It's not God's will for you to be sick. Not God's will for you to be unhappy, to be miserable. It's not God's will that you be in need, want, or lack. It is not God's will. It's God's will that we're healthy in our bodies, in our mind, and in our soul. That is God's will for us. That we are prosperous in the things that we put our hands to, whatsoever it is that we desire, that we receive them. It is not God's will. Many say that, well, if God gave me this cancer, well, I guess I just have to live with it. The devil is a liar. Sickness comes from the pits of hell. It comes to kill, it comes to steal, and it comes to destroy. It didn't come to help you any. It came to take you out of this life. It's a wipe-out demon. It comes to wipe out everything, including your life. Take away from families, and take away from relationships. It takes away. It doesn't add anything to it. One person cares for another and stress them so bad that one gives up and put that one away because it said, you're sick and I'm tired and I can't continue to carry you. It is not of God that any man be sick. That is not God's will. You need to understand that and receive that today and say not that thou art sick. Don't say that. I'm speaking, I'm sick, I'm hurting. So if you say that, then the enemy say, oh, well, I don't have to do much with you because you already confessed. Amen. I don't have to say much. I just have to show up because you already confessed. So let me hit you with this, and I got a little bit of that. And while we at it, let me just wipe you on out. Since you in agreement with everything. All right, so now we're going to go to, this is my first time. We're going to go to Mark, 5th chapter, and the 25th verse. Are we there? Mark, 5th chapter, 25th verse. Okay. And a woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. Then she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind, and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the woman of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about, and in the press, and said, who touched my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and said, thou, who touched me? And he looked around about to see her, that she had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing that was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace, and be whole of thy plague. This is to let you know this morning. This woman was sick for 12 years. Somebody only been sick for a couple of days, and you just about to lose your mind. Somebody got an ache, and you just about to go crazy. But she dealt with this for 12 years.
Amen.
And she spent all she had. All of her money. All of her money. Everything she had, and still she was not there. But she heard that Jesus was passing.
Come on now.
And she said, if I but just could touch the hem of his garment, I know that I'll be made whole. No doubt she struggled. Because after all, she was in a multitude of people. We're not talking about 100 people. We're talking about thousands of people.
Yes.
That's a stretch.
Yes.
It would be hard for me to get to Jesus from here to there a straight way. You don't have to do anything.
Amen.
But it'd be hard if there was a multitude here. It would be very difficult for me to press my way.
Right.
But when you want something from Jesus,
Yes,
Come on now.
you don't have but to press your way.
Yes.
You got to get out of your comfort zone.
Come on.
Get from in front of your television set. You got to shut your door.
Amen.
Get rid of some people you know you shouldn't be around. You got to distance yourself from some stuff.
Yeah.
Because you want something from Jesus.
Yeah.
You want something from Jesus. You got to move. God is a God that's always moving. If you're sitting still, he already done left you. You need to get up. You can't follow Jesus sitting down. He's never going to stop moving. So that means you're not to stop moving. There'll be always something on your plate, always something you want to do, always something you got in mind, and always something you're applying your head to and your mind to because you're following Jesus. If you sit and you decide you want to have a pity party, just sit there because he's not there.
Amen.
He will not entertain you in your pity party.
Amen.
You will not do it.
Amen.
You sit there with old me, and poor me. You just sit there. Because Jesus is gone.
Amen.
You just sit there because somebody else have need of Jesus.
Amen.
And you just sit there. When you get through, he say, come on.
Yeah.
When you finish that, then come on.
Amen.
I have no time for foolishness.
Amen.
I'm about my Father's business.
Yeah.
Amen.
So if you want to sit there, just go right ahead and sit there. Nothing's happening for you till you get up from there. Because Jesus is moving, so you better get walking. Amen. Amen. Jesus is a God of elevation. He's continually going up. And if you stop along the way, you're going to miss something. So you need to continue on to follow Jesus.
Amen.
No doubt she pressed away. No doubt it was hot. Multitude of people had to be some heat.
Woo, Jesus.
Had to be hot. Like in those days, had to be a little dust. And after all, she did have this issue of blood. So no doubt she was weak. She was weary. She was worn. She was broken. She was down. She was depressed. But she had faith. She had faith in God. And he said to her, your faith, what made you whole? Your faith. Not the fact that I'm here, but because you believe. That you see. Faith. That made her whole. So no doubt, she got pushed down perhaps, stepped on, pushed around, knocked over, even if she had to crawl. I'm getting what I want from Jesus because I'm in the midst of everything, I'm going to push. I'm going to press. I'm going to prod. I'm going to continue on because I'm tired of being tired and I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired. When you get tired, you do fight. When you get weary, you'll move. But when you're comfortable and you have exactly what the enemy has placed in your life, then you'll stay there. But when you get tired, you'll get up.
Amen.
And press your way. While you're waiting on God, God's waiting on you. And you're sitting there waiting on God, and he's still waiting on you. Year has passed, you waiting on God, God waiting on you. In 10 years, you waiting on God, God waiting on you. When you gonna get up, come get it. Could have been healed 10 years ago, but you were sitting there waiting on Jesus. If you want something from God, you got to do something. You don't ask God for anything that you're not